heard the recording start over again. So this is my second night messing around with the Xero, and I'm also trying to wrap my head a little bit more around the ins and outs of the mood a little bit more, get a little bit more use out of that. So those were my main focuses tonight. But I did some interesting things with this. So first of all, I learned how to load files onto the H4n Pro. It's very straightforward. All it needs is it to be in a WAV format. So I took the Edmund's Ferry sample, converted that, put that on, and was able to play that directly into here. And so I put on this first channel. Let's just isolate that here. So I'm going to turn the volume. I have that sample entirely on the first loop. This is first channel, second channel. Let's turn the volume of the second channel down. And this is actually at half speed. That's why the pitch is so much lower right now. And I did an interesting thing also. I don't know if it's coming out well. I use the harmonic trem with that input recording into the looper to apply sort of a bass heartbeat rhythm, I'm sorry, while leaving the upper register untouched. Let's see if it comes through in the audio. It matches the click of the green LED here. So I put that on, and that's kind of fun. So it's just in forward there, and then I put all my overdubs on the second channel here. Let's bring that back. And so what I did with that was, so the layers built in there are, I took the mood and I made a little micro loop of some lo-fi strings, which actually, let's see if that's still just playing here. Let's turn both these off. The mood loop kind of degrades over time. You can barely hear it now. But that shows up a little bit better in the recording itself. You can kind of hear it in the background there. We'll just turn that mix on the mood down all the way so we don't double layer it. Let's bring up that. So anyways, that's in there. Then I made that sharp kind of metallic drone with the Korg, running that through here with a little bit of reverb on it so it sounds distant. Then put a little pad lead line over the top of it. You can kind of hear a little bit. That metallic sound also I'm using, that metallic drone, I'm using the Octavius as well to give it a little bit more bass, a bit more crunch. But yeah, I'm really liking this Xero here. So I'll give you a quick rundown on how it works. So first of all, pay attention to these LEDs right here. When it's red, that tells you which channel you're recording in. So right now I have it in the second one. If you want to switch channels, you press both of these at the same time. Switch back and forth. You can record in both at the same time as well if you want to overdub over everything. And so both will be lit up in that instance. If you want to start recording, you press here once. And then your green LED for this LED here. There's a lot of different colors that these LEDs will be. When it's green, it's playing back. When it's cyan over here, that means that it's playing back, but there's speed effects, these things applied. But when it's red, press this, it turns red. That means you're recording. You hit again to stop. You can stop the recording overall by just hitting this. You press and hold this on the channel that you're on to go into a mode where you can apply speed effects, which you control with these buttons here. There's a little button here that you can scroll through half speed, single speed, double speed, put in forward, reverse, same thing over here. And yeah, if you want to undo an overdub, you press and hold this one. If you want to delete everything, you press and hold it again, and that clears the board. You've got your volume sliders, which I showed you here, and your pan controls, which kind of act as another volume knob if you don't have anything. If you don't have anything in the other channel, obviously in the stereo channel, but it doesn't really do you much. I'm just giving you an extra knob right now if you're mono through like I am. And then in here, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this a little bit. You have different modes for sync versus async, and then there's a third mode, I can't remember what it is. But synchronized will, I believe, just synchronize the start of each loop at to the whichever first loop you record. Async will just play them completely out of sync. So, and that's the mode I believe I have it in right now, which is great for ambient. And then yeah, the other one is some kind of weird like polyrhythm kind of thing. It's kind of what the looper's built around. I have to read into it a little bit more. Don't quite fully know how that works yet, but wrapping my head around it. But yeah, this looper is really useful. I think this will be a powerful little engine here. Having fun with it. Good night, everybody. Looking forward to October.